Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and today we get to show you a super cool custom house. It might not look like much from the outside because it's just that one with a two-car garage, but it's got some cues to how custom it is on the inside. And it's in a neighborhood that I've always loved seeing houses in because they're so custom, have so many interesting features, and are just extremely unique. And this house is actually 5,700 square feet. I know it doesn't look that big, but once you get inside, it feels way, way different. Now, the other interesting thing about this, it's in a 55 and up community. So you have to be 55 or older to buy it. There's restrictions on, you can have kids visit or younger people visit, but they're technically not supposed to live there at all. So kind of interesting how that works. And this is one of those houses that I wouldn't mind living in or having. And that's pretty rare. I'm fully a house snob. I admit it. I'm very spoiled. I love cool, interesting houses. And this is one of the cooler and more interesting houses I've seen in a while. Can't beat an office with rich mahogany. No, I have no idea if it's mahogany. That desk too, that is a beautiful desk. And I bought kind of an okay desk, but they are crazy expensive when they are custom like that. So kudos to them and their taste in desks. Not the thickest wood paneling in the world. It's not like solid, but it's better than, your average mobile home wood paneling for sure. No, just kidding. So many closets everywhere. So if you need closet space, this property has it. Quite a few bathrooms too for 70s, 80s build. When was this built? Was it built in, hold on a second, 1980. There you go. 70s, 80s, built right at 1980. And it is for sale right now for $575,000, which is not very expensive for this house, but being in the 55 and up community does impact the value. It also is a patio home, so it's got a $395 a month HOA fee. However, that covers all your yard work. I believe, is it exterior maintenance and snow removal, trash, lawn care? Maybe not exterior maintenance, but it covers quite a bit, and it's got pretty decent sized yard. But inside is really what was interesting to me, and just, I'm usually not a fan of wallpaper, and this isn't, I might have to change that wallpaper if I moved in, but it's still kind of cool. And this mirror is super old, and I just love the floor plan and high ceilings and skylights everywhere. There's so many skylights. Even the closet is cool underneath the stairs. So I also saw that it says if you might be able to get board approval if you're not 55. So maybe there is some leniency there, and maybe I should be looking into that. No, I enjoy my house, and I don't think I could survive with a two-car garage. Like I said, I'm very snobby with my houses. But this is a cool property. Now, if you could put this kind of house with this character, with a little bit more land, and like a 12-car garage, that would be pretty cool. And there's some really interesting stuff in this kitchen, too. All custom, of course. And, some custom is interesting and good. Some is a little weird. I think that's a trash compactor. Those were pretty popular in the 80s. This cabinet was kind of cool. So you've got the inside cabinet, and then you've got your spice cabinet. 2 cabinets in one. And this, I've never seen this before. You'll have to tell me if you have seen this before. A built-in toaster. I've seen a lot of built-ins. I don't think I've ever seen a built-in toaster. I hope it still works because that's pretty cool. And then you've got your fridge with the panels on it. And this is rare for the 80s as well. Your laundry room is gigantic. Just huge. And I actually don't mind the tiles and stuff in here either. Now this, I don't know what that is. Is that like a shoe washer or something? I have no idea. I probably sound really silly, but if anybody knows what that is, let me know. And then you have more cabinets everywhere. Your washer and dryer, of course, has got the built-in ironing board. This is kind of like your main floor bedroom. Definitely not your master, but does have a bath with it. Like I said, built-ins all over, closets all over, and all the closets are decent size too. You know, the 80s, 70s, even the 90s, you know, typically had small bedrooms, small closets. In general, we're much smaller houses. We're kind of spoiled now with how big houses are. So when you see a house like this in the 80s, it's always impressive to me. I know it might not be impressive to everybody. Kind of like cars, you know, cars are so fast now, and you can, you know, have a normal sedan that's real quick and will get you wherever you need to go as fast as you want. Where back in the 80s, cars were generally very, very slow. So to have fast cars, it was, I think, much more impressive back in the 80s. But again, not everybody agrees with me. 250 pounds. I do qualify to be on the ladder. But a cool little loft area. And just all the architecture in general. I love the angles and vaulted ceilings. Of course, growing up as a kid, maybe in the 80s, that was what was super cool back then, so that could be part of it too. And why I think 80s and 90s cars are super cool as well. I think I ran into something right there. That's why my camera kind of joggled a little bit. So we'll go upstairs, we'll go downstairs, but there's something very cool to show you on this main floor as well. And I'm also a sucker for railings and kind of walkways that overlook your living room. This kind of sort of dining room, but sort of breakfast nook that's sunken and has a crazy rock wall. And look at that skylight. It's gigantic. And then, of course, it's got the patio doors from every room going outside. So I was pretty impressed with that. I showed another house in this same neighborhood a few months ago. I think it might have only been a members only one. I can't remember. So I show quite a few cool houses on my channel. If I can get permission from the listing agent to show them publicly, I do, like this one, so thank you. If I don't, I show them on my members only channel. So unfortunately, there's a couple agents in town who do not let me show any of their listings. I ask them, hey, do you think the seller would mind me showing this as free marketing? You know, can't really hurt trying to sell a house. But I don't know if they don't like me or just don't like my channel. I'm not sure, but they just say no to everything. So I kind of stopped asking them. But sometimes I still shoot videos of the listings and put it on my members only channel. Like I said, this is all maintained by the HOA and taken care of by them. You pay for it, but it's all maintained by them. I don't know if that could have been an owner's addition, though. I doubt the HOA would supply the statue. Again, you can see the giant skylight. I really like the look of the house from the outside, too. Definitely built for living space, right? Although the upstairs is pretty cool as well, but definitely built to entertain. All right, we will check out the basement, and then we'll show you the upstairs, which is really cool too. Of course, the fascinating mechanical room with water heaters and furnaces. So exciting. Not a huge basement, but it does have a bedroom down here, a good sized bedroom, and these all have real nice windows, kind of the oversized egress window wells. Of course, there's built-ins, nice closets, and it's got kind of a crawl space for the other parts of the house. And even the crawl space is nice. Look at this. It's concrete. It's built for storage. It's all enclosed. It even, I just think there's another crawl space attached to the crawl space that maybe isn't as nice, but I was impressed. Now, at first, I thought this was a nice bar right here. However, after closer inspection, that's just like a dresser, or I forget what you call them, sitting there in the living room. Your bathroom. course, you have the color-coordinated shower and sink and toilet. That is a necessity for the 1980s. Now mostly they're just boring and white. You don't get the blue and the brown and the black, red sometimes. We've seen pink, purple, orange, yellow, green. I think we've seen pretty much every color of toilet and sink combo. Again, I'm a sucker for a walkway and an overlook of the living room. And these were very expensive back in the day. They're kind of not as expensive, relative to other houses now. I think the 55 and up, has something to do with that. The patio home with their monthly fee has something to do with that. But back in the day, they spent so much money on all the custom features and wood and windows and vaulted ceilings, just so much above and beyond what other houses were back then. Here's your master bedroom. Again, vaulted ceilings everywhere. Decent size. It's not huge, but it's definitely good sized. You got your sweet mirrors, more skylights, and then the cool, I always like that look too, the windows at the top of the ceiling. Again, decent sized closet. That's not the only one. You've got your balcony. I'm always a sucker for a good balcony on the second floor too. Now, the other house I was in, sorry, I got sidetracked in this community, backed to the golf course, the country club. This one does not. It's just kind of in the middle of the neighborhood, but the golf course is only half a block away. There you go. More skylights, more vaulted ceilings, more closets, which are decent sized, and there's more still. A bidet. You've got your cool window overlooking the garage area. There's your pale blue sink. I don't know if I've seen this color. I've seen baby, medium blue, dark blue. I don't know if I've seen that pale blue in a tub or sink or shower. You've got all the gold. The gold is actually coming back now, though. And you've got more area over here, more built-ins, another sink, more vaulted, more closets, in case you did not have enough already. Closet, more closets, and then more closets. Another color coordinated bath, kind of a gray. That's an interesting color too. That one's more fits in with today's color style. And then another bedroom. Of course, it has a vaulted ceiling with a beam. I didn't see too many beams. And this one, I'm curious how big. Oh, that is not a big closet. That is a tiny closet. Okay, so most of the closets are big, not all of them. And there you go. That's the house. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. We'll try and show some more cool properties too as I see them. Like I said, it kind of depends on which ones I can and can't show. And like I said, my members channel does show the ones I can't show. And I've even shown a couple from a few years ago that I just saved the videos on that I thought were super cool that I've been able to post recently as well. All right, take care. We'll be back soon.